We just cracked on. And then afterwards I went outside to investigate what it was. I thought it would be a car alarm. And then it turns out, no, someone's house was like flashing and exploding. And I was like, oh, sick. Okay, so we went and rung the doorbell. Yeah, we were kind of like on the Ring doorbell. No one really responded, but it went red, and I don't know if that means anything. But it went red, so we were kind of like, okay, maybe someone's watching this, we don't really know, but the house alarm's going off. No one responded, and then we sort of said, we weren't sure if our neighbours would recognise us, because it was a couple of houses down, and Max and I aren't very good at speaking to people. But to be fair, we do know a lot of our neighbours, but yeah, so we went outside to... Wait, what am I saying? Oh, yeah. So we said, it wasn't us, obviously, just to clarify, we've not, like, robbed your house and now just, you know, pretending like we're trying to help. But then I turned to Max and he had a hoodie on that said, I commit tax fraud. And I'm like, okay, the hoodie's not helping the situation, but, like, trust us, we didn't do it. And then some other neighbours came out as well from a different house and were like, oh, what's going on? And then they went over to the house. One of the other neighbours went over to the house, rung the Ring doorbell, started having a conversation with them. I was like, what? They didn't respond to us. But to be fair, apparently we found out afterwards that their signal was really bad when they first tried to respond to us. So, yeah, it's all good. Put your shirt on. No. It's very hot, and I apologise for anyone who's offended by this, but at the same time, you are absolutely inclined, welcome, and in your right to leave at any point. So I don't really feel bad, because that is entirely your prerogative. Someone... bet the alarm went off by the time you finished waffling. No, the alarm was still going for a while. It was really loud. Harvey, how many times do you go to the gym a day? Just the one. It's not even every day a week. It used to be 6 days a week. Demonstrate it, please. See if it's the same as the podcast. What? What was I saying? I can't remember. Can anyone tell me what I was talking about before I got distracted? Because I do that all the time, where I'll like read something else and I'm like, oh, well, that's gone. Oh, the gym. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. What was I saying about the gym? Oh, just that I used to go like 6 days a week, and then I got busy and my parents are outside shouting. Yeah, I got busy and just wasn't finding time in the day to go because I had a lot of other responsibilities to fulfill. So I don't go to the gym quite as much as I used to, but I'm getting back into it now, which I'm very happy about. I'm aware that during that, you guys are probably just going to be hearing like a lot of tapping, which is probably really annoying. Like, what does this sound like? Probably not a lot like two toms being hit. Probably just like two pads being smacked, which is. The neighbours are literally right outside, and there's no way they're going to be happy about that. That's definitely so loud. Like Max even said to me the other day, it really wound me up because he's so loud sometimes, and I'll always text him. I'm like, neighbours can definitely hear this, by the way. I'm in my room and I can hear it. And then he'll be like, oh, your drums are louder. And I'm like, Max, 95% of the time I drum with headphones on. Like, all you'd be hearing is this. Like, how is... If you think that's escaping windows and walls, you're mental. But he was like, oh yeah, I guess that's fair enough. You probably... I will never drum with this with the speaker on past like 8 p.m. because that is disrespectful, and I do want our neighbours to not hate us. So, you know, I do try. Yeah, Max proved one. I'm dying. Max proved wrong once again. Thanks for the support. You know the T, demonstrate it, please. Oh, is it the same with the podcast? No, I don't do the whole pinky thing. That's not. Is it 24 degrees outside? I'm not feeling that right now because I'm inside. Although the studio can get insanely hot, like ridiculously hot, to the point where we either can't be in here or just have to get like an aircon unit in here, because there's no aircon built in this building. Bonjour, Max Tyler. Now the tea is drinkable, which I'm really happy about. Which amp are you using for the kit? It is the Roland PM200, which probably means nothing to most people, but it is specifically built for the V-Drums drum kits, which are the electric drum kits that Roland makes. So it is literally an amp built for electric drum kits, because with like different like guitar amps and all that sort of stuff, obviously the levels and stuff I don't frankly know a lot about are different, so the output's going to sound dreadful if I put an electric drum kit through a guitar amp. But this amp is like, it even says V-Drums on it, so it is very much for an electric drum kit. When's a new podcast coming out? Saturday at 8. We talk about Inside Out and several other things that I can't remember because we've done another podcast. So we recorded one podcast, talked about a load of stuff, but none of it was like time sensitive, if that makes sense. Like it was all stuff that could just come out anytime. And then the week after, we recorded another podcast and we talked about Inside Out 2 and possibly a couple of other things that are a little bit more like relevant now. So we've just boosted the fifth one to the fourth position because we were like, people are going to want to hear that sooner. So yeah, the next one comes out Saturday at 8, and it's actually the most recent one that we filmed, and then the one that we filmed before will come out the week after, if you're still with me on that. But I barely know what I'm talking about, so don't trust my word, but equally go subscribe because it's kicking off over there. It's quite funny because a couple of people have either texted me or just spoken to me in person and sort of said, yeah, that's going well, isn't it? For a lot of reasons. But bless her, Tilly's a trooper. She technically set us up. Like, she didn't know what she was doing, obviously. I think we were all victims of Sarah's menacery, if that's even a word. It's not, it definitely isn't, but like we all just got stitched up by Sarah in that last podcast because she thought it would be funny for Tilly to ask us that question, and we genuinely didn't know it was coming. So here we are. It made for a good clip. What's funny is that you know something's done well when people start to like cake ASMR it, and we talked about it yesterday on the live stream, but like when you see even Dobby sent me another one this morning where it's like, oh, here's another someone's put the video next to an ASMR clip and you're like, oh god, it's actually really taking off now. That's great. But yeah, but some people are saying to play the drums. I know a lot of people are probably going to tune out if I play the drums because it's not the most exciting thing in the world. I like playing the drums, and I'm sure some people like listening to the drums being played, but I also know that some people just don't care. So what's your podcast called? It's called the 13 Again podcast for a number of reasons. We thought it was funny because it's kind of like the 17 Again film that Zac Efron's in, but also Tilly's 13, and we wanted to talk to her about being 13 and then taking Max and myself back to when we were 13, because we were 13 when we started all of this, which is kind of crazy that Tilly is now 13. Like, it's actually kind of scary, but you know, it happens, and we are absolutely launching ourselves back into that era of our lives. To be fair, we haven't dug too deep yet, because obviously it's called 13 Again because we want to talk about when Max and I were 13 as well, but if we talk about everything all at once, we'll then run out of like podcast content. So it's, you know, we're taking it bit by bit and also just talking about stuff that's happening in our daily lives as well, because for some reason people want to hear that. So Paul's going to Spain. He's currently putting his suitcase in the car, which is actually my old suitcase. I'm happy for him. Paul's taking my hand-me-downs. I upgraded my suitcase recently and got a big sort of like pastel pink one, and I was kind of like, I could have not done that. I could have gotten, you know, quote unquote normal color, but I'm like, I like pink. Pink's cool. It's like a very subtle. It's kind of close to white as well, but it's definitely pink. Are you babysitting? Who would I be babysitting? No is the answer, but like, I don't really know where that question came from. Also, for the person asking, we have not seen Inside Out 2. Tilly has, so Max and I were sort of blindly taking on that subject whilst trying to get information out of Tilly, which is quite funny, because we just didn't know anything and Tilly was sort of loosely trying to explain it to us. Hello Harvey, I am Electric Drum Kit and my one is black. How are you? I'm very well, thank you. I hope you are having fun practicing with your drum kit. Maybe you should watch Inside Out 2. Well, we filmed the episode now, so frankly it doesn't matter. I will at some point, because I do like that film, the original anyway. Do you still work for RMCH? We've always been sort of ambassadors for the charity. Obviously, because we don't get up north as much, it is harder to get in and do stuff, but we do try our absolute best with the RMCH. They are our pretty much favourite charity that we work with, just because everyone there is so lovely, and also it's for an amazing cause. But also we do some work with Alzheimer's research, because our granddad, who we actually saw him on Friday last week, which was really nice. He you know, it was really lovely because he doesn't know who we are anymore, so you sort of walk into the room and you've just got to, in my mind, the best way to treat it is to be as formal as possible, because then he'll also be on good form, if that makes sense. Like, if he thinks, I know this sounds a bit weird, but if he thinks he's meeting new people, or if he thinks it's like, right, so people have entered the room. Hello, I'm live, by the way.
I'm off.
Okay.
So I will see you on Saturday.
Thanks for having me.
Alright. Be kind to your brother.
Sure. I'm gonna kill him.
See you later.
Yeah.
Love you, bye.
In a bit. Everyone's saying hi, Paul. But yeah, no, I was just going to say about my granddad. I sort of went in and I shook his hand, and he actually ended up just sort of, he shook my hand. He was very, like, he's very slow and very unresponsive and just wants to sleep all the time. So to get anything out of him is frankly impressive. Shook his hand, he went out for it, and then when he got there, he just kind of held on. He was just like, right, I'm just going to hold your hand now. And I went, you know what, this is nice, let's do it. Like, it's obviously a bit awkward when someone just holds a handshake, but it did turn into more of a handhold, and I was like, okay, that's nice. But, you know, he's doing his best, bless him. He's had a couple of falls, because, you know, he's getting old, and he's brain's not working properly, but that's Alzheimer's for you. Where is Max? He's probably sleeping because he's not well. He's got a set later, a DJ sound, and he obviously needs to be on top form for it, and he is not on top form. So, you know, that should be interesting. The quiff is back. Yeah, it's barely a quiff. It's like, well, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. I try and keep it more sort of scruffy. Frankly, if someone says Jedward, I want to die, so I'm like trying to make sure that doesn't happen, because I think twins are the worst anyway. I hate twins, they're creepy. But equally, I can't stop the fact that I am one, so I've just got to accept it and do my best not to look like a creepy one. Then again, Jedward are funny. I do like Jedward, but the hair, I can't do that. The problem is I really want to drum, but my neighbours, man, they're like, I might just sort of do like a... I don't know. I could like pretend I'm playing the track. The other issue is that my phone's there, I didn't bring like my laptop through or another phone or anything, so I can't really plug music in. I would have drummed to music typically. I love the splash. It's just such a funny little instrument. So it's 5:30 a.m. Not here, it's not. Sorry about your time zone. That is rather unfortunate, but you've joined me whilst I fake tan. I'm happy for you. Get that fake tan on. My hi-hat's been acting up a little bit recently. It's bothering me, but are you not cold? No, in the UK it is absolutely mental right now. It is not... I am overheating sat like this. Like it's not good. But, you know, stuff happens. Oh, England are playing today. That's exciting, isn't it? Who are they playing? It's Slovenia, I think. And then Denmark are playing... Who's the other team in our group? Maybe Denmark are playing Slovenia and we're playing... Is it Serbia? Someone will know. Harvey, you getting rid of the blonde? I am getting rid of the blonde. It's going to be gone the next time I get a haircut, probably. I mean, it may be a tiny bit left, but... Dreadful. Yeah, I do want to play to a song, but it's does the kit allow you to play rim shots? Very good question. So it doesn't allow rim shots like that, like how you normally would, but if you hit the drum like that, like a regular snare, you can get a bigger hit out of it by hitting sort of the side, like wait, rather than... So you get more of a sort of like ringing snare hit, but yeah, you can't really play rim shots. I've got a rim shot. Sorry, this is going to be so uninteresting to most people who don't care, but for the person who asked, the black pads that you can see here, these black bits, are actually different to the drum. So the drum is a tom, and then this one is a splash, because I've only got two crash cymbals, well, I say only, I've got two crash cymbals, a ride, and then a hi-hat there, and then I've tuned this black bit here to a sort of, it's technically like a woodblock kind of thing, but for me it's kind of like a rim shot in a way. Like it gives you that same idea. So if you wanted to do, or like, wait, what? Just like something a little bit more subtle, or like just something a bit more, you know, interesting. But yeah, I'm just talking a load of rubbish, to be honest. Genuinely enjoying the drum conversation, even though I understand nothing. Well, thanks, Tash. I appreciate your slight dishonesty. I need to go get a tissue because my nose is all over the place right now with like the whole hay fever situation. So I might just take you into the house with me briefly, and I'll also go grab my laptop. Because then I can get songs and such. But my God, am I not having fun with all the hay fever? Woo! House tour. Yeah, we're not doing a house tour. I'm gonna keep the phone up as much as possible. I mean, frankly, every inch of our house in some way or another is all over the internet. But there's my laptop. And then just need, I don't know, I might just grab a couple of tissues. Oh, I ripped one. Excellent. That's so great. I'm so happy I did that. 100% worth the sleep deprivation. Thanks, Ali. Suffer with fever allergies as well. Yeah, they suck. Oh. My legs are killing, by the way. Like I've been walking around realizing how much I battered my legs in the gym the other day. It was not a good idea. I mean, it was a good idea because it's good. It's good for building up the rest of your body. But I don't know. Did you go to ACM? I did go to ACM. Sorry, this is attractive, isn't it? Just blowing my nose on live stream. Good, Max and Harvey are here telling me to put some clothes on. Well, me being one half of Max and Harvey means I can technically contest that, so. It's hot, Max. You're upstairs with aircon on, so shut up. It's also my live stream. I'm fighting back like he has any power over me. He can't do anything. Aircon. Yeah, Max and I have aircon units in our room because we're on the 3rd floor of our house, and it is hell. It is lit. Like, when I tell you, you could not sleep up there if you didn't have some sort of like aircon unit. I think it would actually be. You'd have to go to hospital. Some days, not every day, obviously, but like it's dreadful. So yeah, we have aircon units up there. Where's this coming from? Stop being difficult. Okay. Here we go. Woo! Alright, it's time to upset the neighbours. I don't know what song to do. Problem is that no matter what I choose, I'm gonna mess it up, so it's kind of like I might as well just go for something fun. How does vignette go? Oh. It's the one that's like ba 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 ba. Can you hear that okay? Wait.
not me, it's her friend. No, not me, it's her friend.
That went not horribly. It was kind of like part of me wanted to throw up when I messed up that one bit, but then it was alright. Thanks 4D Games, or whatever the username was there. Someone asked, wait. What's the first instrument you learned to play? First instrument I learned to play was the piano. I wasn't a massive fan. Like, I liked learning for the sake of, you know, getting good at an instrument, but I sort of, I don't know, it felt with the piano like it just was very like militant and very, you know, no room for like creativity, even though that's completely wrong. There is definitely a lot of room for creativity when playing the piano, but I just wanted to hit stuff. Thanks, Ellie. So yeah, I then moved on to the drums. I never really properly did lessons for the drums. Like I did it a bit in school, but again, that was all just like, that was all just, you know, rudiments. Thanks, Ellie, again. But yeah, it was just rudiments and stuff, which wasn't that great for creativity. So I would just sit on my own. I used to have like a really crap electric drum kit. It was okay. It was okay for what it was. But this one now is like proper. And I saved up for it. So here we are. I've now got electric drum kit. That's very similar to just having a normal drum kit, but not as loud. Someone said AJR, please and thank you, which I'm kind of interested in trying, but again, I'm not sure which song would be the best. Because the problem with a lot of their recent songs especially is that none of them really lend themselves to being like smashed out on the drums. Trying to think. Any suggestions for AJR songs? McFly's always good on the drums. The Entertainment's Here is a classic. Maybe I'll do that. Alright, I've got that ready. Someone said Henry Moody. You know what, Henry Moody's new song's really good. What's it called? Bad Emotions? It's got some bad emotions. Is that right? It's very... sort of breakdown, and past that I haven't heard anything, but seems very cool. Play a rock song. Or Karma by Jojo Siwa. Yeah. Karma's probably an interesting one to play on the drums. Also, I'm really annoyed because I've got like this sort of, not rash, but like loads of little bites on my hand, and I'm almost certain there's some sort of fly or something that's like gotten into my room or infested, I don't know. It's really annoying. Have you seen The Fall Guy yet? I have not. Oh, maybe play the song that you wrote and refused to tell us the name. No, I'm not going to do that. In fact, I might quickly check to see if that song has us as writing credit on now. No, it does not. Still being worked on. Oh, I searched the Entertainments Here. Where did you go? Alright, I might play the Entertainments Here, because it is a very good song. Could be Heat Rash on your hands. I think that's what it is. I think it's Heat Rash. Two Princes by Spin Doctors, that's a good song. I'm not going to play it though. Harvey, I'm in Primark. I'm so sorry to hear that, Mimi. You play a song from Big Time Rush. I do like Call It Like, is it Call It Like I See It and I Like It, Wanna See It With You. That's a good one. And what's the other one they did? Oh, I can't remember. There's two new Big Time Rush songs that I really like. But yeah, I'm gonna play Entertainment's Here by AJR next. Hasbulla Made You Jump. It's weird really, because I didn't even know that he was visible from this angle. Like, he's just always there. Like, in every... You gotta think about it, there's very few angles in this room that he's not visible from on camera, which is really funny. Because I didn't think he'd be visible from there. But he is. He's just always there. Where's Danny? Danny's in the toilet. I thought we got rid of Danny, but we didn't. He's still very much kicking. But yeah. Have you seen Simon Cowell's doing another boy band show? Is that something you'd do? No. No is the very short answer. You should play the helmet game with Leo. Yeah, we probably will at some point, because that would be funny. Right, I'm going to start playing again, I think, so anyone who doesn't care can leave now. I've got 4 weeks off work, I'm so bored. Well, Zach, don't you worry, we'll be going live as much as possible. Now this could be catastrophic, so brace yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, because I haven't played this song in ages. And we don't know how it's going to go. But feel free to spam the likes while I'm doing it, because obviously it's tough to read the comments while it's happening. I might catch the odd glimpse of one, but spam the likes while I'm doing it, and then... Okay.
And now I kinda ain't hearing it ever anymore. Don't wake up anymore, I don't wanna be bored. I used to be distracted rolling around in the dirt. Recently I'm thinking about my purpose on earth. But I don't wanna think about my purpose no more. Cause it may come up short, and I keep getting bored. I've been thinking that too much thinking can start me sinking down.
There's also a sub bass on this one.
But
yes, there's that. Trust me, I appreciate the compliment, Beth, but I'm okay at drums. The problem I have is that I've got a lot of very talented drummer friends, and so I am quite frequently humbled with my drumming ability. But, you know, everyone's at a different level, and I don't have time to dedicate to being a full-time talented drummer like my friend Oliver Thacker, who is, I mean, he's very good at a lot of instruments actually, but what do your days consist of? It's a very good question. A lot of, like, when we're not doing anything filming wise, or like if we're not out filming, we'll either be brainstorming ideas for videos. I do a lot of editing, like I edit a lot of the content that you guys see that goes out. Sometimes we might do live streams, sometimes we might sit in the studio and write for hours. It changes day by day based on, you know, where we are, what we have time for. Sometimes I'll spend half an hour drumming in a day. I'll sort of come in here and just play like 4 or 5 songs, practice a couple of things and then dip. But yeah, it's always random, which I like because I've got a very busy mind, and it's good to keep, you know, different things happening. It is very difficult for discipline and like keeping a good routine, because when you've got a routine and when you've got stuff you need to do and someone's your boss and you just got to keep going, it's like, you know, I'm not saying I want that life, but equally it's very easy to like keep things running and, you know, be disciplined with that sort of lifestyle. With my lifestyle, it can fall apart in seconds and you can realize, oh my God, I'm being incredibly lazy. I need to get my shit together and stop that. But, you know, usually we do all right in terms of people are freaking out about something in the comments. There's a creepy girl in the comments. Well, I hope she stops. Your drumming is nice to listen to because some people just smash. I appreciate that. To be fair, what's helpful is that I haven't probably shown it, but this is like an electric drum kit. What's happening? I think there's dogs. It's an electric drum kit, so it's not as, what's the word? Aggressive, especially coming through the mic. And I wish I had the setup. Like, I'm only on my phone right now. If I was running this live stream through like a laptop or something, I could figure out how to set the drum kits up with the live stream so that you were just hearing that audio, but it's not as clear because of that. It's literally just coming out of a speaker into the phone, so I don't actually know what that sounds like, I'll be completely honest, and I probably should, but I didn't have time to figure out how to set that up, so here we are. But a lot of people do mic up their drum kits very well and put them through live streams, which I'm very impressed by, because that takes a lot of knowledge and skill and ability, some of which I don't always possess, but you know. Yeah, people that don't use start. Hey guys, it's sort of my fault. Like, I'm not helping that situation, am I? Seen you at Burlesque, Jess. You should have come and shouted at me, or maybe no. Only a couple of people did, but I don't know if there was a. Maybe you did. Sorry, I didn't get everyone's names. What is behind you? Hasbulla? Or there's an arcade machine. There's a whiteboard. It's probably the wrong way to lean for that. Have we seen you when I met Todrick Hall? Ah, yes, okay. Yeah, so I'd have been around the back afterwards. Yeah, that makes sense. You. Oh my God, the comments are leaving as I'm trying to read them. That's so annoying. Are you still friends with Evie Neg? Yes, still friends with Evie. She's actually currently, I don't know if she's there right this second, I assume she's about to be there or already there, but she's gone to Efteling in just outside of Amsterdam. Honestly, the amount of crap I get for saying that Efteling's in Amsterdam, I know it's not in Amsterdam, but like, it sounds better than saying the Netherlands, and also the place that Efteling is actually in, no one's heard of. So it's like, or, you know, no one globally has heard of. So I'm like, if I say Amsterdam, everyone goes, oh, okay, I can place that. And it's like an hour away from Amsterdam. So I just get so much crap, like, forever. Like, there's one video that sort of, you know, blew up a little bit that was like me talking about the fact that I was at Efteling while the Queen's funeral was happening. And not everyone, but a lot of people in the comments were like, oh, it's not Amsterdam. And I'm like, I don't. Okay, well done. Efteling is brilliant. It's so good. One of the best theme parks in the world, probably. Oh, there's a random person outside. I think I have a fake tan addiction. Yeah, you should get checked for that, probably. Too stressed out by turning on pilots. You know what? The beat for Stressed Out and the beat for I'm gonna come over here for a second. The beat for Stressed Out and the beat for the Entertainment here are basically the same. Like there's no distinguishable difference. It's just a like that's the exact same thing for both Entertainment's here and Stressed Out, and yet they're very different songs because one of them's more major and the other one's more minor. So here we are. Who likes tuna? As in like the fish in general? I mean, it's okay. I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, get me some tuna. Right, stat. Like, tuna's fine. Chloe likes tuna, there you go. Tuna and mayo, no, that's taking the piss now. I think tuna on a pizza's alright, because when you cook tuna, it becomes like less greasy, like when you bake it or whatever onto the pizza. It's like, it's not as, what is tuna? I mean, I know it's a fish, but like, why do we go, why is it brown? Why is tuna like that? Has it been, when tuna's like, has it been put in like a brine or something? You know when you get like, do you know what I'm talking about? Am I being stupid? Like when you get tuna in pasta or like tuna on a pizza or whatever, and it's like a kind of, it's grey. There you go, it's grey. Sorry, it's not brown. I was being stupid. It is kind of grey. But when you cut open a tuna, like when it's just been a fish, I mean it's always a fish, but when you cut it open, is it grey? Not on pizza. It is in salt water. No, it's deep pink. Yeah, it's pink. That's what I thought. I'm sure I've seen raw tuna before, and it's like pink. But yeah, okay. So what's happening there then? That's so strange. Are you sick? I'm not sick. My nose is a bit congested. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. I was right. But yeah, so hay fever's not great. It's not been like too horrible. I had it one year where it was just the worst thing that has ever happened to me. Thanks everyone. But yeah, I'm gonna come back over here now. I moved because I realised like when people come up to our house, I think it was like a postman or something, and they just see me sat here half naked talking to my phone, that's gonna be really alarming. And I could do something about that. I could be not half naked and I could be not talking to my phone, but where's the fun in that? I'm not sunburnt, I don't think. I'm pretty sure I'm not. But yeah, I'm probably not going to stay for much longer, just because I have actually got stuff I need to be cracking on with. But anyway, that's it. That's me. I need that, so I'm going to unplug it. Laptop. Oh God. I'm just going to plug this back in. Well, what a time we've had, huh? Thanks all for joining. Enjoy the heat wherever you are, whether or not you might even be in the UK, who knows. But there is a huge spider. You owe everyone a Subway cookie. Why do I owe people a Subway cookie? It is going to be hot today. Oh, I should put my feet away. Yeah, sorry. Someone said the dogs are out, and you're absolutely right. Not for free. Enjoying the weather in Poland. I'm sure the weather in Poland's good too. You're helping me right now with an anxiety attack. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Gracie. Sorry that I'm now abruptly leaving, but you got this. Keep plowing through and pretend I'm still here. Just like, doing a anxiety dance. That can't be helpful. That's like a rain dance. I don't want to summon anxiety. That's not good. Anyway, bye. Thanks for having me. And don't think of my feet. That's weird. Don't do that. All right. Bye, guys. In a bit.